A young man stands at the edge of a winding, dusty path. He holds a worn leather suitcase, gazing at the misty emerald mountains. Heavy raindrops begin to fall, turning the dry earth a deep umber. Mist rolls heavily down the dark mountain peaks into the quiet valley. Large, vibrant hydrangea bushes bow gently under the weight of cool rain. He walks down the narrow lane through a soft silver curtain of rain. On the wide wooden veranda, an elderly woman sorts bright orange persimmons. She looks up from her work, offering a slow and welcoming smile. His simple brown shoes sit neatly on the wet stone entrance step. Inside, the long wooden hallway glows with a soft, warm amber light. A heavy iron kettle whistles softly in the rustic, soot-stained kitchen. Wooden shelves are filled with comforting glass jars of pickled, earthy ferments. His hands gently wash white rice in a beautiful ceramic bowl. The cool water turns milky and soft over the plump rice grains. Standing at the counter, bathed in cozy light, he holds a wooden knife. He carefully slices crisp white radish and bright orange carrots. The heavy kettle continues to boil, steam billowing above the blue flame. They sit closely as he watches her mend a deep indigo fabric. Her gentle, wrinkled hands guide a silver thimble through the soft cloth. Outside, heavy raindrops splash into small crowns against the dark roof tiles. A low wooden table is neatly set with steaming, vibrant bowls of food. Sitting cross-legged, he holds his warm rice with a soft, nostalgic smile. Across from him, his grandmother takes a gentle sip of miso soup. Silken tofu and tiny green onions float in the rich, steaming broth. Through the open glass doors, the lush garden is veiled in heavy rain. He walks slowly down the hallway, his reflection faint on the floorboards. He sits comfortably on the veranda, gazing out at the falling rain. A tiny green tree frog sits perfectly still under a wet hosta leaf. The heavy tension of the city vanishes completely from his quiet eyes. Rain falls in a steady silver line into a mossy stone basin. He steps into a quiet library room, crammed with old, colorful books. With a soft cloth, he wipes dust from a thick botanical book. Opening an old yellow journal, he reveals a pressed mountain lily. The delicate flower rests on vintage paper with faded handwritten notes. Smiling softly at the memory, he returns the journal to the shelf.
The bath is ready, dear.
Thank you, Grandmother. It smells wonderful.
Enjoy it.
Submerged up to his shoulders, he closes his eyes in ultimate relaxation. Beads of condensation rise slowly along the beautiful grain of the wood. A thick, heavy cotton futon is laid out neatly in the soft moonlight. Tucked comfortably into the warm blankets, he falls into a peaceful sleep. Elegant silhouettes of tree branches sway gently against the moonlit paper screens. Outside, the rain slows to a drizzle in the dark, mist-covered valley. A single water droplet swells and falls from a dark pine needle. Dawn breaks in pastel hues, and mist clings to the cedar trees. He slides open the doors, letting fresh, rain-washed air fill the house. A steaming ceramic mug of green tea rests on the veranda railing. Wearing a straw sun hat, she touches the damp leaves in the garden. Wearing wooden clogs, he steps onto the soft earth under a clearing sky. Tiny, sparkling dewdrops from the night cover a mossy stone lantern. Together on the veranda, they drink tea and watch the awakened valley. A gentle breeze lifts a crisp white linen cloth over a drying rack. Smiling warmly, she holds a woven basket of freshly picked tomatoes. Tiny water droplets cling to the smooth skin of a plump red tomato. Sunlight creates long shadows as he sweeps the veranda with a bamboo broom. An old orange tabby cat sleeps deeply, soaking in a square of sunlight. Sitting with a blank notebook, he looks thoughtfully out the open window. His wooden pencil sketches a hydrangea flower on the textured paper. Hot water is carefully poured into a small floral ceramic teapot. Steam rises from the teapot, turning golden in the morning sunlight. Two small cups sit on a wooden tray filled with soothing green tea. Sharing a quiet moment, he laughs softly at something his grandmother says. A gentle breeze flows through the house, swaying a delicate glass wind chime. The small decorative paper attached to the chime flutters softly in the wind. Sunlight filters through the tall, dark cedar trunks in bright, visible rays.
Wow, so beautiful.
Hidden among the trees is a small stone shrine covered in soft moss. With a respectful expression, he places a fresh green leaf near the statue. The late afternoon sun casts a warm, honey-colored light over the rice paddies. Sitting in a rocking chair, she knits a thick, cream-colored wool scarf. Wooden knitting needles click together, forming neat rows of cream-colored stitches. He enters the house holding a small bouquet of white wildflowers. He arranges the delicate white wildflowers into a simple ceramic vase. The sun sets in soft pinks, turning the house into a dark silhouette.
The lantern's light is so warm.
It holds our peaceful moments.
Sitting on a cushion, he carefully tunes the strings of an old guitar. With closed eyes, he gently strums, letting music fill the quiet house. She listens with a contented smile, her hands resting still on her knitting. A soft moth flutters gently around the glowing lantern on the veranda.
The fire is lit, grandmother.
Good. It will be ready soon.
This root vegetable stew is coming along nicely. Just a little more stirring to meld the flavors.
Chunks of carrot, potato, and meat simmer perfectly in a rich brown broth.
This stew is wonderful tonight.
It really is. Thank you, Oba-chan.
Of course, dear.
He washes dishes in the stone sink, the water catching the lantern light. Slowly and carefully, the heavy wooden shutters are closed for the night. The room falls quiet, with only a single candle burning beside the guitar. Sitting by the open window, he looks up at a sky of sparkling stars. The vast, starry sky is framed beautifully by the dark roof eaves. He blows out the candle, plunging the room into soft, moonlit darkness. His shadow stretches long across the tatami mats in the quiet room. The thick futon looks incredibly inviting and warm in the dim light. He pulls the heavy blankets up, settling into the pillow with a deep sigh. The orange tabby cat sneaks in, curling up at the foot of his futon. Feeling the warmth at his feet, he smiles sleepily and drifts off. The quiet house rests in complete stillness under the vast, sleeping nature. A single firefly blinks its yellow-green light near the dark garden pond. In the library, moonlight catches dust motes dancing slowly in the still air. The pressed mountain lily rests safely in the journal, preserving a quiet memory. His grandmother sleeps peacefully, her face relaxed in the soft moonlight. The brass pendulum of an old clock swings slowly in the dark hallway. Nestled in nature, the house remains a safe haven of warmth and peace.